you doing, dessert junkies? I hope you had a fantastic Christmas and New Year. And I'm sure, like me, you have massively overindulged in the sweet stuff. So this recipe is a low-fat tiramisu. Now, tiramisu does mean pick me up or make me happy. And hopefully this one will make you happy, but not make your ass huge. This is my low-fat tiramisu.
Alright guys, to get started you're going to need some good quality alcohol. Now this is Frangelico. It's a hazelnut liqueur. If you're making this for kids you don't have to put it in, but it also makes the kids go to bed. You want to add 2 tablespoons of this, and then the next step is the actual pick-me-up. It's the coffee. Now I'm going to be using espresso black coffee. If you can use this, this is the best preferred. The stronger the better, so you get that real pick-me-up. You want to let this cool in either the fridge or a cool environment, because you want to dump your biscuits in next. The next step is the egg whites. This is going to hold your tiramisu together. You want to beat these until they become soft peaks. What does a soft peak look like? It looks like this. So when you take your little beaters out, you get a peak and it kind of falls over. Next is your low fat custard, and you want to add to this some low fat ricotta. Now this is an Italian cheese and it has a lot less fat than mascarpone cheese, which is a sweeter cheese. Also, you know, when you're mixing out stuff like measuring it, cover your measure in plastic and just pump it in and throw it away. Guys don't have time to wash up. Then you want to add in some icing sugar, and you want to sieve this so that you don't have lumps of icing sugar. Also, the ingredients are below, so if you're unsure of how much, just look below. Mix this all together until it's well combined and you want this really smooth. Be careful that the ricotta may have some grit in it. That's when you need to mix it more. So run it through your fingers until it's all nice and smooth. Now, we want to fold in the egg whites that you just mixed before. So the best way I've found of doing this is add a little bit and just go nuts, and then slowly fold in the egg white. Alright guys, it's time for assembly. So get your biscuits. Now these are called Santonini biscuits. They are an Italian coffee biscuit, I guess is the best way of explaining them. They're really, really light and they absorb coffee like crazy. Now what I'm going to show you really quickly is what happens if you leave the coffee biscuits in too long, which I did. They will just essentially go to mush. So get your coffee biscuits, you want to soak them in the coffee and then pop them in the bottom of your tiramisu tray. This tray here that I'm using is from IKEA, which is pretty much available all over the world. And slowly line them in. Now, as you can see, the biscuits are getting softer and softer with the coffee. So the best way to get these out is push to the side, squeeze, and then pull out. You don't want to lose any of your coffee there. And obviously just push them aside. Now, once you've done your first layer, you want to add in some of your ricotta and custard filling. Put that out, so at least use half, and smooth it all out so there's no air bubbles and all the biscuits are covered. Next step, of course, is to add another layer. So the next part I found a lot easier if I just quickly dunked them in there, gave them a quick roll, quick bath, and then pop it on top. So that's really the best way of going about it. And of course, once you've done, essentially just pop the rest of your filling on top. Now this does need to go in a fridge at least for 6 hours. Overnight is always best for things like this because they need to firm up. And you can also cover this with shaving of chocolate, which I'm going to do here. It doesn't have a lot of calories. Or if you're really concerned about them, why don't you use some cocoa and just use a sieve and lightly dust on top. And there you have it, guys. Serve with strawberries or fresh cream. You want those big bold layers. It's going to be awesome.